Good evening. I'm Brittany Stallings. I'm an assistant principal at Seymour High School. Our choral director, Mrs. Bowling, this is her first year. She is disappointed that she cannot be here this evening, but she is also elated at the same time as she's on maternity leave as of early this week. Mrs. Jean Burkhart has graciously stepped in to lead tonight's festivities. Mr. Haggard regrets he could not be here this evening. He had a prior engagement to attend to. So on behalf of Boyds Creek Elementary School, Seymour Intermediate School, Seymour Junior High School, and Seymour High School, I'd like to personally welcome you to our annual Veterans Day program. First Baptist Church, thank you for the use of your facilities. At this time, I'd like to ask all our veterans to stand so that you can be recognized. We hope that you enjoy our program presented by these young students as our way of saying thank you to you and your families for your service.
The home of the brave, America. Oh, what a blessed nation we truly are, and what a heritage we celebrate. Our legacy is freedom. It was worn for us by countless men and women that risked their homes, their securities, and even their lives so that future generations might call themselves Americans. From America's first war, the Revolutionary War, to her most recent war against terrorism, the soldiers who served are heroes, all of them. Courageous patriots who knew their strength came from the land and their hope from God. We honor them tonight and offer our gratitude.
You ask me where I come from. Here's what I tell everyone. I was born by God's dear grace in an extraordinary place where the stars and stripes and the eagle fly. It's a big old land with countless dreams, and happiness ain't out of reach, where it pays off the way it should. I know enough to know we got it good, where the stars and stripes and the eagle fly. There's a lady that stands in the harbor for what we believe, and there's a bell that's to live most the price that it costs to be. I prefer to love my wife and raise my kids the same way that my daddy did. Where the stars and stripes and the eagle fly. There's a lady that stands in the harbor for what we believe, and there's a bell that's delivered the price that it costs to be free. There's a lady that stands in the harbor for what we believe, and there's a bell that's delivered the price that it costs to be free. Where the stars and stripes and the eagle fly. Where the stars and stripes and the eagle fly.
The reason you and I can gather today and honor our nation without fear or interference from the government or an enemy offshore is because our veterans fought for and won our freedom. At this time, please stand for the singing of our national anthem. Please be seated.
America is a nation that sings. We are a people who have always shared our extraordinary story and honored our veterans who helped create that story. Perhaps we do this best through our songs. We hope that you enjoy some of these standards from America's songbook.
Let's America, the home of the free and the hope of the downtrodden and oppressed nations of the earth, where liberty and union are now one and inseparable. A government of the people, by the people, and for the people. The story of our land is a proud one. It's a tale of brave people with great vision and courage. To us explore what distinguishes us as Americans, only one has to look at our revolutionary beginnings. America has always raised her voice in a rich tapestry of melody and harmony. This is my country, and this is her song, a song of America.
I've got a mule, her name is Sal.
15 miles on the Erie Canal.
She's a good old worker and a good old pal.
15 miles on the Erie Canal. We bought some barges in our day, filled with lumber, coal, and hay.
And we know every inch of the way from Albany to Buffalo.
No bridge, everybody down. No bridge, for we're going through town. You'll always know your neighbor. You'll always know your God. If you've ever navigated on the Erie Canal. If you've ever navigated on the Erie Canal.
If you've ever navigated on the Erie Canal.
Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Nobody knows my sorrow. Nobody knows the
from Alabama with a banjo on my knee. I'm going to Louisiana, my Susanna, for to see. Rained all night the day I left, the weather was dry. The sun was hot, oh sweet as Susanna, don't you cry. Oh Susanna, oh don't you cry for me. I come from Alabama with the banjo on my knee. Oh Susanna, oh don't you cry for me. Alabama with the banjo on my knee.
Whether raised against the dawn's early lights or silhouetted at half-mast against the setting sun, the colors of America have always reflected the character of our people. In 1783, Charles Thompson, secretary of the original Continental Congress, issued this report stating, "White will signify purity and innocence, red hardiness and valor, blue vigilance, perseverance, and justice."
I am red and white and blue. These are colors that ring true to all I am and feel and love and do. I stand proud and brave and tall. I want justice for us all. Color me America, red, white, and blue. I see red when evil speaks, spilling red blood on our streets, and I feel blue from grief and sorrow that it brings. But the white, the light of love, God's own spirit like a dove, lifts us up and hands to us an olive branch. Oh, sweet freedom, may you stay in our land alive always, and may peace and beauty
wondrous you land, praise that made and preserved us a nation. Then conquer we must when our cause is just, and this be our motto. In God is our trust. And the star-spangled banner forever shall wave over the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Somewhere a trumpet sounds in the night, a soldier is standing there. It's calling him out to the stars and the stripes, it's calling him God knows where.
He kisses the ones he loves goodbye and leaves in the dead of night. For freedom he'll heed the call, leave all he knows, and for freedom he'll stand and fight.
And somewhere a man and wife can't believe they're waving their girl goodbye.
For gone are the days of pigtails and curls and candlelit eyes.
If they had their way, she'd stay young forever and never be far from home.
To danger sure,
And for freedom they'll let her go. And somewhere a thunderous crash in the night, it echoes all through the hills. Though many escape its wrath and its rage, a soldier lies wounded still.
remembering the land he loves, he cries.
I loved you with all my
Freedom said I'm her son, whatever comes, and for freedom I'll say goodbye.
And somewhere beneath the stars and the sky, our flag is still standing there. She bled and she brought one land under God, her promise still lead us there. She's carried the lives of those before us, she's buried the bold and brave. For freedom she holds our hopes and hands on high, and for freedom she'll ever wait.
Whoa, that was close.
Too close, I'd say. How many are up there?
It's too hard to see. There's a lot of smoke and dust. From what I could see, it looks like there's not that many of them, but they're heavily armed. How's that leg, Hank?
It hurts, but I'll make it. I sure could use a change scenery though.
Hang on, we're gonna get you out of here. I actually think that we're making some headway. Things are starting to slow down a little.
I sure hope so. We haven't slept in 30 hours.
I never thought this battle would go on for so long.
Me neither, but it should be over soon. Their left flank is collapsing, and we've got them on the run. From what I could see, it looks like they're in retreat. Just hang on, everyone.
Where are you going, man? Stay here.
I've got to move my legs. They're cramping up.
You're bleeding. It'll get worse.
I'm okay. Lieutenant,
Yes?
what did you hear from base? What about the rest of our unit? Did they make it back?
I'm sorry. The rest of the guys didn't make it back. They were ambushed about a mile from here. Guys, listen. I think we might have a break. What a relief. Okay, we're gonna have to move fast, but first we need to make sure that we can actually get out of here. Sergeant, you come with me. We're gonna go check this out. We'll be right back.
Hank,
Yeah,
are you scared?
we are, Jade. Wouldn't be.
I guess so. Do you think we'll make it home? I mean, alive?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes, really.
What about the unit? They thought.
Yeah, I know, but we're still here, and you and I are gonna make it home, alive.
I hope you're right.
Hey, it's okay to be scared. Everyone is. But we're here to do a job, and then we're going home.
Home. Home seems very far away right now. So far away. Too far away.
Not that far.
I hope they haven't forgotten us.
What?
I mean, sometimes it feels like we're so far away that they could have just ended this whole war and forgotten to tell us. Kind of like they forgot we were even out here.
No, that won't happen. We're here for them, for our country. They won't forget. They can't forget.
I hope you're right.
She walked to the mailbox on that bright summer's day, found a letter from her son in a war far away. He spoke of the weather and good friends that he made. Said, I've been thinking about Dad and the life that he had, that's why I'm here today. And then at the end he said, you are what I'm fighting for. It was the first of the letters from war. Started writing your good and your great for the father that you'll be someday. Make it home, make it safe. Night as she prayed. And then 2 years later, a day she'll not forget. Oh, her tears stain the paper with every word that she read. It said, I was up on the hill, I was out there alone when the shots all rang out and bombs were exploding. That's when I saw him, he came back for me. And though he was captured, a man set me free. And that man was your son. He told me to write to you. I told him I would, oh I swore. It was the last of the letters from war. When he was living, and all believing, Lord, every night just to say, you are good and you're great. For the Father that you'll be someday. Make it home, make it safe. So she kept writing each day. And then 2 years later, autumn leaves all around. A car pulled in the driveway, and she fell to the ground. And out stepped a captain, where her boy used to
said. He said, Mom, I'm following orders from all of your letters, and I come home again. He ran in to hold her and dropped all his bags on the floor, holding all of her letters from war. Bring him home. Bring him home. Bring him home.
American veterans have contributed so much to the cause of world peace and the preservation of our way of life. Yet we cannot rightfully celebrate that joy or our freedom without remembering the great price paid for that freedom. When we consider the untold number of men and women who set aside their personal ambitions and dreams to assure the well-being of our nation, we stagger at the eternal sacrifices made for the advancement and surety of our liberty.
And repay her veterans, and will never be able to express the feelings towards our fallen ones. If there is a crown in heaven, then they are the stars.
At this time, we ask you to stand to honor the memory of those who have paid for our freedom with their lives. We ask you to stand as we offer this tribute. Thank you. You may be seated. In Abraham Lincoln's infamous Gettysburg Address, he said, "But in a larger sense, we cannot consecrate, we cannot hallow this ground. The brave men, living and dead, who suffered here, have consecrated it far above our poor power to add or detract. The world will little note nor long remember what we say here, but it can never forget what they did here. It is for us the living, rather, to be dedicated here to the unfinished work which they who fought here have thus far so nobly advanced. It is rather for us to be here dedicated to the great task remaining before us, that from these measures of devotion, that we here highly resolve that these dead shall not have died in vain. That this nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom, and that the government of the people, by the people, and for the people shall not perish from the earth."
History has taught us that though freedom and liberty may be the path most sought, it is seldom the road most traveled. It is also important to note that the pursuit of true justice, more often than not, requires the greatest sacrifices from the just. We use these words so freely, and for so many of us, the rights offered came so easily. However, we must never forget the sacrifices made, the promises kept, the costs incurred. We must never lose the beauty and harmony of the sacred song of freedom.
Sacred song of freedom.
Honored guests, we wish to recognize those of you who have served or are currently serving in our armed forces, and so we invite you to please stand when the theme song for your branch of service is called. Thank you for allowing us to honor you today. The United States Army!
For it's high, high
at tonight's program. Perhaps you are feeling moved and wonder if there is anything you can do to help them. At this time, we would like to introduce you an organization in our own area working diligently to improve the quality of life for our veterans. If I can please turn your attention to the screens. Thank you. Now coming to the stage to tell you more about the Smoky Mountain Service Dog Organization and how you can help is Miss Lori Burt. Miss Burt, it is a privilege to have you with us here tonight.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure to be here.
Who do you have with you?
I have with me here our Ambassador Hooligan, one of our volunteers, Renee King, Ellen Furlong with Junior Ambassador Winston, and just entering, we have got Deb Lathrop, Dan Lathrop, and with them is our puppy Honor. Honor is almost 2 years old.
Could you give us a little overview of what the Smoky Mountain Service Dog Organization does?
I would love to. We are a nonprofit organization. Well, we're your neighbors. Our headquarters is in Lenore City, and our mission is to improve the quality of life for our veterans by providing a custom-trained mobility assistance service dog. We do this at no charge to the veterans. The folks who are in charge of money at our organization tell me it's about a $25,000 dog.
So about how many service dogs do you think you've provided to veterans within our area?
To date, well, we were formed in 2010. Our first dog was placed in 2013. And to date, we have been able to place 52 dogs in homes. Thank you.
For the audience tonight, do you think Hooligan can display any of the training he's learned?
I think he can, and he will. Get a little bit of assistance here. You hold that. Picking up dropped items is a big part of what our dogs do. Get it? So, would Honor feel comfortable doing anything? Can he show us a sit? This is Honor's first time in front of an audience, so we'll see. We're going to start him off slow. If nothing else, he demonstrated sitting quietly during about an hour-long performance, I think. Wonderful sit. And maybe we could have Winston do a position, a left or right or a down, something. So positions are very important because the dogs are obviously with our veterans all the time. So when they're in a public setting, sometimes they need to move to the left or the right or lay down quietly, do all of those things. I'm going to ask Hooligan to get my device, and I know I won't be able to use this gesture for very much longer. For the younger people in the audience, that's what we used to do for a telephone. Hooligan, phone. And leash. So these are just a few of about 40 different cues that our dogs learn. We can add some extra at the end once they're matched with the veteran. That's where the custom training comes in. But all of the things that we ask our dogs to do are things that we have determined can help a veteran with a mobility issue. Honor there is wearing a balance assist harness. Most all of our dogs will wear this device, and as you can see, it can provide some stability and balance to a veteran who may be using a prosthetic limb, may have a brain injury that causes him to become dizzy or off balance a little bit. Oh, there he is. That's a very nice left that he just did.
So, Ms. Burke, my last question to you is, if anyone else in the audience wanted to know more information or how they can make a contribution, what's the best way to go about doing so?
Well, I brought all of these other volunteers along with me. We are an all-volunteer organization. We will be at the table in the back as you leave if you would like to ask questions. We will also be there if you'd like to make a donation. We'd love to have you do that. We have a website, SmokyMountainServiceDogs.org. We have a presence on Facebook and TikTok and YouTube, all of those places. But please, I'd invite you all to come out and learn a little bit more about us, especially if you would like to think about helping us by raising a puppy. That's a very big commitment. It's not near the commitment that all of the veterans here in this audience have made, or the families of the veterans in this audience have made, but we do ask you to commit for about a 10-month period, going through all of the things that you need to do to raise a puppy. That's one of our biggest needs right now, and always actually. We happen to have some very successful and experienced puppy raisers with us here tonight. We were missing somebody, but that's okay. But we will all be at the back. They'd be happy to answer questions, and we'd love to get you started on that. Thank you all very much. Appreciated the show. Appreciate all of you.
It has been our privilege tonight to honor the Smoky Mountain Service Dog staff. On behalf of the Coral Department and as the president of the Interact Club, we would like to present the Smoky Mountain Service Dog Organization with this donation.
These are the containers that we use to keep our dog food in. And I think there are also some Dremel tools is what we use to trim the nails. We send all of our veterans home with their dog and all the equipment they need to get started, which includes these food bins, a Dremel tool, the crates, the blankets, everything that they need to get started. So this will go a long way in helping our training camp. Thank you.
We wish the Smoky Mountain Service Dog organization well, and we hope to be working with them in the near future. Before our choirs sing this last song, we would just like to say that at this Veterans Day celebration, it has been our honor to remember all who have served and who are serving today. They are our role models. We thank our veterans for their sacrifice, and may we honor each of them by living our lives with the honor, courage, and commitment they have displayed for our country.
This Veterans Day, we should remember our history as we prepare for our future, pray for peace, and on this day each year, remember to be vigilant against threats to democracy, and most importantly, remember our American veterans.
May God bless you.
And may God bless America.
Once again, I'd like to thank everyone who has helped make our program a possibility. Most of all, I would like to thank our veterans and their families. Please join me in giving them a round of applause one more time. If you would like a DVD of the program, there are papers in the back that you can fill out, or you can reach out to your child's teacher. Thank you for coming, and I hope you enjoyed the program.